In this video, we will learn how to score 90 plus on rank math post tests on WordPress. So hey guys, my name is Raman and welcome to Web Editor channel. And if you stumble upon this video, you already know what rank math is and you are maybe struggling to score higher on rank math post test. But if you don't know about it, you can follow the link in the description box. Just sign up for one account, and only for the free account, just download that plugin and you will be amazed by the features it delivers by using only one plugin. So it has features from schema, your metas, and everything in one place, which I will cover about it in another video. But this video is all about optimizing your content. If you have drafted a content, then if you want to optimize your that content and score higher in rank math post test, then you are on the right video. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit that red button. It will boost our morale to post more and more videos like this. So let's get started. So here, as you can see, we have drafted a content about best WordPress cacher plugins. As you can see, the website is ours. So as you can see, this is the blog editor, and here we have already installed rank math. So if you haven't already, go find the link in the description, because it's the best SEO plugin for WordPress. So here, as you can see, there is a score of 18 by 100 only, and it's on the red zone, and we have just pasted our content right here onto this particular platform. There is no images, there's no internal or outer links mentioned here, there's nothing, just a plain content from my content team. So to publish that, we need to optimize it. And why we need to score higher in the rank math post test? Because these pointers, as you can see on the right side, if you click on this particular red button or an icon from the rank math, you will see a different way you can score higher in these tests. As you can see, there's a checklist. This is a kind of a checklist. As you can see, there's a basic SEO, there's additional stuff you can do to score higher, which will make it optimized for your content, and there's a title readability and content readability. So these are the four basics from which you can score higher on your search engine. So you may be wondering, why not 100 by 100 by 90 plus? Because they have recently introduced the content AI, which is also the ranking, or I would say the test factor for them. So ranking content AI needs additional subscription, so I won't be covering that, and it also broken whenever I use it, so I won't be considering this as my content strategy for this video. But if you want to learn about it, and if you have an app like Suffer SEO or a Phrase, then you can just easily replace it, because those are the better tools out there. So let's get started. And here, as you can see, here is the WordPress cacher plugins, right? And if we see, there are 8 plugins right down here. We have drafted 8 different plugin for the WordPress, as you can see here. So now moving forward to our keyword. First, you need to enter your focus keyword here. Okay, you can enter multiple if you are a pro member. If you are not a pro member, then you need to enter your one keyword here for the free user. So I will be adding this whole phrase as a keyword. So let me just paste that down, and here, as you can see, it jumps to 61 by 100. So as you can see, there are many checklists that has been turned green. And let's first focus on our title here. Okay, and about the title, it says title readability, and it says you have done the focus keyword at the beginning of your SEO title, and your title has a positive or negative sentiment. And third is your title contain one power word. Maybe the best is a power word, but we will add more power word to gain the clicks from search engine. So there is one, your SEO doesn't contain a number. So this particular blog is all about best WordPress cacher plugin. So we have listed about 8 plugins right here, and for this, let me add in starting 8 best WordPress plugin cacher plugins. And it doesn't sound so great when I search for this particular keyword. Let's say I search for this particular keyword and see if it is, and I will see all the subs here, search engine ranking protocols here. As you can see, they have added some extra word to it, like plugins to speed up your site. Okay, that can catch searchers attention, right? And we will also add something to it to gain attention from the search users or anyone who will find our URL from anywhere else. So I will say 8 best WordPress cacher plugin to skyrocket your website speed. So 8 best WordPress cacher plugins to skyrocket your website speed. So I think that's look neat and it looks catchy also. So I think that's pretty neat for now. And now let's see about the basic SEO. So basic SEO is all about the meta, okay, and it says hooray, you are using a focus keyword in the SEO title, okay. And the next is focus keyword not found in your SEO meta description. So it doesn't have the best WordPress cache plugins in our meta description. And to add that, here as you can see there is a schema that has been ingested by the rank math itself, so we can edit that particular snippet. But to add that, if you see, it aggregate only the first paragraph here, and if you add your keyword to your first or opening paragraph, that will be a plus marks for you. But I will be using a different meta description. Why? Because there is a blog which you should bookmark it from the Google search central itself. So it tells us about the snippets you should use on your website. So obviously we are ranking our website for Google, so we should care about what Google says, obviously. And here is the bad list of keywords, or a better. So there is a do's and a don'ts to use in your meta description. You can just go through all this. These are for the different type of post, like it's for the cooking, and it's for some real estate, and this is for some stationaries, right? But our project is about best WordPress cache plugins. It maybe lies between a tutorial or a simple content page, or I would say a long form content. And for the tutorial part, technology part, there is something which is similar. It is about learn how to cook eggs with this is something. So it has said the base is doesn't summarize the page, so we should add something that should summarize the page. And here you can see a demo here, which is learn how to cook eggs with complete guide in 1 hour or less. So we cover all the methods including this and this. So it summarizes everything which should be on that particular blog. So that's what Google prioritize your meta description. So that's why you should add a different snippet for your meta description. So that's the only sole reason. And to add that, we will be using a content AI. Okay, let's see what it gives. So for the content AI, if you go to the Jasper, and if you don't have a Jasper, then you should buy it, because it will elevate your content writing. So it's the best software there. You can also follow the link in the description where you can just buy it, because it's the best content AI there, and you can develop anything from, you can create content from anything from here. So to add a description here, then we are going to choose about the meta. And if we go to the blog section here, SEO blog post title and meta description. So let's add something here. There's no product name here, so let me just paste that. So keyword will be best WordPress cache plugins. Just generate. It will give you the different variation which you can use. And if you see in the meta description, if you're looking for the speed of air, look no further. So these are the best, so it's also good. Speed is essential for a great user experience and to rank well in Google. Check out our list of, so that's also look good. And speed of your website, so this is look just plain. So I think this is the best from our list. Just copy that, paste down here, so it looks perfect. As you can see, it's in the green zone. So as you can see, the score has been risen, and here is turned green. So next is use focus keyword in the URL, and to make it a green, just what you need to do is click on save draft, and it just turned out green. But if it just don't turn out green, that means your title isn't sync up with the permalink. And for that particular reason, go to the URL slug, just delete every other details about your blog, like irrelevant details like to skyrocket or something like that. So I will just keep it short, which is also a ranking factor. Keep your URLs short. So best WordPress cache plugins, that it is. So that's about it. So now as you can see, the score is risen to 69, so we are doing something good. So there is the focus keyword doesn't appear at the beginning of your content, so we need to add a focus keyword at the beginning of our content, and you can add it on the first paragraph or the second paragraph or the third paragraph. So we can edit something from here. If you want to keep your site healthy and fast, adding a cache plugin will help, which you can choose from the following lists of best WordPress cache plugins. So it is turned to green because we have added in our paragraph. So let me just create a more paragraph to it so it will look just neat as clean. So that's about it. So basic SEO has been done. Now in the additional part, as you can see, add an image with your focus keyword on it, but we will add a focus keyword on our main featured image, so I will be skipping this for now. And second is keyword density is 0.06, which is low, which is obviously low, but we don't need to inject content with our keyword. So what I'm going to do is I will add one more keyword, this, and you can also add more keywords to it. So let's see which is cache plugins, just like that, and cache. Add more focus keywords to your list. So as you can see, our keyword density has been risen to 1.31. The thing is why I'm doing this, adding more keywords to our focus keyword, because it just scrape our data from our blog and it just said the focus keyword density is really low. And obviously we have formed the content for best WordPress cache plugin, but we cannot use this particular keyword again and again because it looks robotic. Okay, and for that part we can add more focus keywords to it just to look our content like a natural, and it can add more and more keyword density to our blog. Obviously the best WordPress plugin, as you can see, it's a whole content, but if you see there is a subsidiary keywords to it, like a short keywords also, like cache plugin, WordPress cache, and there's a cache also. And to add that, it will form a great long form content around these keywords or these focus keywords. So I suggest you, if you have a blog like this or content like this, then you should start adding multiple keywords to it. So it's not a cheat code or something, because if you, it also depends on different types of blog posts. Okay, it doesn't depend, or it doesn't, or it shouldn't be like this way in every blog post, but it is about, this is the listicles, right? This is all, this particular blog is about the list of best dash dash dash, right? And for that part there are different things or different features for different lists, right? And for that part we need to add different keywords to it. We cannot inject the main keyword again just to increase our keyword density. We should have different keywords to form a content around it. So hope you understand by now. But if you want me to create a content on different type of blog post, then you can just ask away in the comment box. I will do it for you. So there is a keyword density part is done, and the next is link out to external sources. Okay, we will do that while reading our content. And add do follow links. Okay, we will add that. Add internal links to your content. Okay, we will add that. And okay, that's about it in the additional part. So title readability is done. So content readability, so everything is done. It says you are not using a rich media like images or videos, so that can be done. So let's start with our content. So let's read it out, and as you can see, this is the part is about introduction, and so this is something about the statistics. So let's search for this. The user experience is impacted by the website performance with 50% of really it takes longer. Okay, so my writer has something written statistics, but it didn't add any authoritative external link. So let's search for this where it is actually written. So there is a marketing dive here. Let's open it. Okay, as researched by Google, just click on that. Okay, authoritative link is this. So let me link that into my statistics. Why you need to add the authoritative link? Because it gain a trust to the Google. Whenever Google send their robot, they have a different criteria to index your website or prioritize your website, and for one of the ranking factor is to add authoritative external links which actually have a valid resource. Obviously if you're writing something about a subject, you should have a valid reference to your content, and for that particular valid reference you should have a authoritative link from the external. So that's about it. And here is open in the new tab. So there you go, and it's a external link, and for the external link we need that particular link to be followed or no followed. So I need this to be followed by the search engine to let them know that the statistics mentioned here is from a valid source. I want them to follow that and verify it. And for that part, how to make it do follow, just click on this three dot, edit HTML, and here is a relevancy tag here, just add a do follow. You don't need to add do follow on every link you mentioned for your blog. So as you can see, our score is returned to 83 already. So there's another statistics here is nearly 70% of your account according to Unbounce acknowledge that this. So let me just search that and add a link of Unbounce to it. So there it is. Think fast. So I think this is about it. Yeah. So let me link this particular report to my here according to Unbounce. Open that. There you go. Yes, Unbounce is very authoritative site. So I will add a do follow to it because I want Google to verify the statistics which I have mentioned on my blog, which is perfect way to tell them that what we are telling them is what we are giving a signal is we know what we are doing, we know what we are writing. Okay, so you already know about the recent helpful content update, so that's about it. So here is Google wants to load in milliseconds. Okay, yeah, the issue with WordPress power size is the primary content. Okay, so you can add more links to it like web fonts here, just search for it. You can add a Google fonts to it like something like this, so it will tell the user that there is something about this particular keyword. So I will set to no follow. However, what others are okay cannot survive, you require a plugin like an SEO plugin. So on this SEO plugin like this, I will be adding a internal link. Like I will search for SEO here, and to add an internal link on this on the WordPress, you can just select anything from here. So as you can see, which can be valid from here. So I have added an internal link which is about SEO metrics, Google Analytics. So there you go, a form plugins and others. So for the forms plugin, I have another post about it, just search for it. Let me 18 awesome contact form plugins, so I will add that. So there you go. So our score is around 90, which is about 88, so we are doing very good. So there's also another statistics here according to Pro10 websites. Let me search for this statistics and link that in here. Okay, so here it is. Impact is also so let me just add that according to Pro10. Let me add this. I want to add a do follow to it because I want every statistics which I have mentioned here to be followed by search engine crawler, because let them know what I'm writing about is with the valid reference. There you go. So there is you should include your images on your videos, and for the images I will add another internal link. I have recently done image SEO part, and blog postings all of it, and this is not okay. So numerous tips, and you should add more paragraph to it because obviously no one want to run that big paragraphs on your website. There's another statistics here which is Amazon calculated this. So let me just search for this particular statistics. There it is. Let me just add that in my list. Okay, so that's about the introduction part, and now for the rest part I don't want to record that because that will be take another half an hour, because that will take our video to be much longer. So for the next part I will be adding images and media to it and all those different characters or even adding a link to it. As you can see, our score is about 88, and let me tell you what are missing here. Here it is add an image with your alt text, which will be done later, and there is you are not using rich media. So whenever I add a media to it, it will work flawlessly and will be score above 90. But for that part I will be cutting that video to the next part, which after I add all the images right here. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so back to the video, and here I have added images, I have added more external and internal links to our blog here. As you can see, these are the tutorials which we added to each section. So as you can see here, I have done nothing, just added images and videos to my content, and here is our score, which is 93 by 100. So here is our goal. So only let's see what matrices has been left or what list item has been left. So content readability is green, title readability is green, and there is additional here. In additional it says add an image with your focus keyword. Okay, So, and to add a focus keyword, we will use a canva.com to create a featured image. So canva.com is my favorite go-to tool to create a graphic for my website, for my YouTube, etc. So you should go for it. Let me just add something here. That's about it. Let's add some element here. Cache. Okay, so go to the graphics, and here you will find all the icons here. Let's add one more keyword, cache web. We are getting a better result here. Yeah, this looks good. I try to make it as minimal as possible for my blogs. So I know you will be seeing a flashy featured image on YouTube, but I like to keep it as minimal as possible. So let me add my color palette from my logo. Let me add a white here. Black is fine. You can also add other elements here. So you should have a Canva, which is the best out there for all your graphic need. Whether you need a social media post, whether you need to create any graphics related to your website, or let me rename it. Good to go. Let me download it in PNG format. So my featured image is ready. Going to the featured image here. So our featured image is ready. So here I will add the alt text of my focus keyword. So best WordPress cache plugin is here. Insert. So let's see. Okay, so 95 is our score, which sounds perfect. Only one thing is left to optimize our content using Content AI. If we click on it, if we click on research, it doesn't work. It just keep on loading like this and doesn't work at all. And I've tried it to my 2 or 3 clients websites also, but it doesn't work at all. That's why I use Surfer SEO or Phrase SEO for the briefs. So that's about it. So as you can see here, the score is 100 by 100. I think it's a glitch or something, because maybe it have scraped backend or something like that. So we got our score 100 by 100. We had a goal for 90 plus, but we got 100 by 100. That's about it. So if you have learned something from this, then you can just click on the link button and apply these such methods to your particular website. And one thing I want to tell is the content is about 3000 plus words. It's a long form content. So if you have a content less than 2600, it will signals as a light green. So you won't get 100 by 100. So your content should be a long form to get 100 by 100 from Rank Math Post Test. So if you have learned something from this video, then click the like button. It will boost our morale. And if you want to watch such videos in future from us, then you can just click on that red button. And if you want to share this to your friends, family, or your social media handles, then use the share button. Or if you have some question in mind, you have a comment box with you, just ask away. We will be happy to deal with it. So see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.